We're very excited to be starting our first full-length record over the next month. For the last 6-12 months as we've been working on these songs, we've been so hands-on with each and every one of them. It's very hard to kind of take our hands off of them and give them to a producer to work on, and he gets the reins kind of from here on out.
As many good ideas as there are, we can entertain them, and really, when projects fall short, it's typically for a lack of good ideas, I think.
Yeah.
So the more people we have on board who are creative and who are invested in how the production comes out, the better things going to be.
Yeah.
I view myself ideally as being an arbitrator. You know, I don't have to necessarily be the guy with the ideas.
Right, right.
And indeed, sometimes I try not to be the guy with the ideas.
So far, I've noticed, though, you're quite authoritative, and I think that's awesome. Like you have us right in line, marching in a row, and you got some dramatic, fiery musicians you work with. You're probably used to all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm here with Pat, the drummer and guitarist for M4. What do you think about this new instrument you have in your hands?
Beauty, she's a beauty.
It has a warm sound.
It does, with brightness and warmth, balanced out real well.
Yeah. Dude, why don't you play us something with this guitar?
I'll make a little music. You're not alone. Play a simple song. When lovers in company, all we are. Lovers in company.
Nice.
Sounds nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, you put so much thought and time and energy into this music, and you have like sort of an idea as to how it's going to turn out, but you don't really know. Like you have an idea, and you know, I'm just scared we're gonna get to the end and it's not gonna sound anything like we wanted it to sound. Like the record was like, what
hopefully better, right?
What I'm most afraid of is that some of the weaker songs won't pull through.
But that's okay. We have enough material and we can just chop them off.
Do look handsome.
You look phenomenal.
Yes. Dead sexy.
Did you prepare questions?
Just a couple.
Like what is a unique angle that we're putting together here, and that you're excited to show the world that you haven't put on another record before?
Well, the biggest thing that drew me to this project specifically was the piano-oriented musicianship. And I don't necessarily mean that the band is oriented around you as a piano player. I mean that there is a certain type of musicianship that comes with a classical piano education, and it's evident in you guys and in the way you interact. You know, and it especially is evident in the guitar textures and the bass textures, really, because Melissa plays bass and JV plays guitar in ways that aren't necessarily typical of how people approach those instruments.
Oh, okay.
So that's
an instrument.
Well, it's an understanding of counterpoint and harmony that you don't necessarily see, for example, in bass lines. You know.
Again, I'm really excited about having Jamie there, because that's to me that's the X factor.
Yeah.
That's where we don't really fully know where it's headed until it gets there.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is really interesting, because I think he's got a take. And when someone has a take and they're coming from outside of your sphere and they haven't been as wrapped up in it as you have, but they see it from an entirely fresh perspective,
Whole new world is
just
gonna
the whole
develop.
new world opens up, and I'm just excited to hear what it's going to be, because I think as much as we think we know what it's going to sound like, I don't think we do.
What song or songs are you most excited about that we get done?
Let's get out.
Let's get out.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go out. Let's go out.
Let's get out of here. Dude, I'm so bad with that shit. Oh, let's scratch that.
Thanks for watching my video blog number 3, and please stay tuned as we'll have lots of awesome content over the next week of us recording in the studio.